So crop scouting, we're going to be talking about crop scouting. Essentially, that's going out into your field and seeing what's going on, looking what's happening within the field, but also having a knowledge about what might be likely to be seen in the field. And today specifically, we're going to focus on scouting for diseases rather than insects or disorders. Crop scouting is a fundamental part of integrated pest management because it tells you what kind of disease that you are dealing with in the field. That's important to implement a management strategy. You got to know what the diagnosis is. You have to know what the problem is. When you first arrive at a field, you want to look out over the field and get a big picture. You might notice some things from the side of the road, from the edge of the field, that you want to take note of. Perhaps there's a low area field. You can look across it and see that there are some differences in plant height. Over in that section, you see that there's some soybeans that are a little bit shorter than the other ones. So when we walk across the field, we'll want to make sure to hit those up. And that will help us to have an overall picture of what is happening in the field to help crop scouts inform management decisions. So as you walk across the field, you want to stop in multiple locations and examine individual plants. So we'll peel back the canopy here and we'll see what's going on. You want to examine the lower canopy of a plant as well as the upper canopy of a plant because different diseases appear on different parts of the plant. If you find a spot that shows nondescript yellowing symptoms, maybe there's a root disease such as soybean cyst nematode. So when you find disease such as this leaf down here, this leaf has some Septoria brown spot on it. It's a very common soybean disease that's in many fields every year. You can see the disease lesions and the associated yellowing that appears with it. It primarily appears in the lower canopy of the plant, and it's only an issue when weather conditions are good enough for it to continue developing and infecting up the plant canopy. That's when it can become an issue. So here we have Septoria brown spot, and I'm looking at the lower canopy, the stems, and the upper canopy of these plants to see if I have presence of any other diseases on them. Here is some downy mildew that you can see on one of the soybean leaves here. It's these slightly yellowish greenish spots. If it's damp out, you can sometimes see some fungal structures growing underneath. And so after you examine one spot, you want to possibly make some notes about what you found, if you found anything, and then continue on to the next spot throughout